guys, this is Steph again from Bujo Bear. I'm coming to you today just talking a little bit about how I use my bullet journal to help me as a writer keep track of various things to do with my writing. So let's have a little look. Okay, so on this first page, I have a word count tracker. Now, I have a little aim on my creativity calendar, which I've done an earlier video for, go and check it out, about how I wanted to write a certain number of words every so often. So on one day I would write 500, another day I would write 1,000, added together, and hopefully within the next sort of few weeks I will have a good starting point for my novel. So I've just done a little word count tracker here, and I've done little shapes each time with big goal points. So 5,000 you can see is slightly different, and the 10,000, just so I can, when I reach those big milestones, I can feel a real sense of achievement. So I've been colouring in as I've been going along. So you can see I've done 2,500 words so far, hoping to continue in this thread, and this will help me keep a visual track in my bullet journal, because obviously I do my writing on my laptop. Okay, this page is helpful. I did a little banner heading across the top, colourful words instead of said, because writers out there will know said is the easiest thing you could just put down. I liked to colour coordinate these. So the green ones are positive ones. The blue ones are if there's something maybe slightly negative or less positive. So there's like confessed, cried, uttered, whispered, worried. Red ones are slightly more aggressive maybe, so demanded, jeered, shrieked, taunted. And these orange ones at the end here, they don't really fit into any of these categories, such added, explained, muttered, spluttered, wondered. So I like to have this here as a quick reference if I've got a bit of writer's block as to what the word would be best placed as a fit. This I saw on a pin on Pinterest, and I liked the idea and did my own little version in my bullet journal. So it's just to keep me on flow with my story. So the first part, you can see a little writing arc of your starting points, the ending points, and how you get to them in between. So conflict and growth, call to adventures, problems, resolution, that sort of thing. The second part, there was various different categories of what kind of novel you're doing. So romance, tragedy, that type of thing. I selected the ones that best suited the story I was writing, which is Overcoming the Monster, The Quest, and Voyage and Return. So I know there are different plot points that I'll need to address. So the call to adventure or whatever, the challenge, conflict, growth, and solution. You can see some of them are similar stages, so they will all blend well together, and I will take elements of these in my story writing. Okay, so your hero, there are different types of heroes. You can see willing hero, unwilling hero, cynical anti-hero, tragic anti-hero, group-orientated hero, loner hero, and catalyst. And I just put in red some examples of these types of heroes, just so you kind of get an idea of what kind of character. So like an unwilling hero would be reminiscent of a Bilbo Baggins sort of character. A tragic anti-hero would be similar to Severus Snape. Group-oriented hero would be something like Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. On number 4, it's your characters. You can see in blue I've highlighted the different sort of character types. And then underneath, there's just little explanations of the kind of personality, the feel of the character, what they bring to the plot to keep it moving, and how they would also affect the main character. And at the bottom here, I just put in the golden rule. Don't give the audience 4, give them 2 plus 2, which is a quote from Andrew Stanton, the director of Wall-E. Great film. On this side here, I've just done a little spread of a writer's tools wish list. So these are just some things that I'm hoping to get so I can add to my writing desk, and will hopefully help me through my writing progress. Here, I've just done a little world map of my personal world that I'm trying to create. So a little sneak at that. And this, I've started this spread as a scene tracker. So basically how I'll use this will be, because I'll be writing it over quite a long period of time, and maybe I will write coherently, sort of from beginning to end, or I might dip in and out and go from chapter 3, say, to chapter 16 or something along those lines. So this is just to help me keep track. So I've done a chapter column here, so I write the chapter that I've written, when I wrote it, the basic plot in that chapter, and then I've done some other little things that I wanted to keep track of. So geography. So this will basically be where is the scene taking place, what places in my world are visited at this point. Love story. I want to see how my particular love story, my love plot in there is progressing. So I want to know what I've mentioned and what's happened in each particular part. Calypso is a character in my book. She is probably the biggest nemesis that they perceive. So I just want to know how my story is progressing with her, what's happening with her at what point. 4 Horses is a subplot that I want to keep track of, how much information has been revealed or at what point they are at in the story. And It's All Relative is a big plot point that I want to know how much information has been revealed in each chapter, so that you can give the audience 2 plus 2 equals 4 instead of just giving it straight to them. So this will help me to keep track of what information I've divulged and when. There's other things in here, of course, that I won't be able to show you just yet. Maybe I'll make another video later on. But these I've set up to help me stay on track of my writing. And hopefully it will give you guys some ideas on how you can track your various projects, or indeed your writing in your bullet journal. So let me know what you guys think. Bye.